Well, hello everybody and welcome to Jeff's Baking Blog. Now today I'm going to make some oatmeal almond cookies. These are going to be mainly oatmeal, but with some ground almond. You could use whole almonds, which you then get chopped up, but I'm using ground almonds just to impart the flavour, and also a little bit of lemon zest. They're quite simple to make and don't have too many ingredients, so I'll go on to those ingredients, and that is 300 grams, which is about 3 3/4 cups of oats. I have rolled oats there. I have 125 grams, which is 1 stick of softened butter. I have 1 egg, medium egg, and 1 medium egg yolk. They would be large in the USA. I have 50 grams of ground almonds. That's about half a cup. You could use 50 grams of whole almonds and grind them down. And then I have 125 grams, which is 5/8 of a cup, or 1/4 of a cup, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then I have, half a cup and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Then I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now the first thing I'm going to do is to mix about half of the oats with the almonds in a food processor. I'm going to use the processor blade that comes with my immersion blender. So I'm going to tip about half of the oats into that. You don't have to be precise. And then I'm going to put the almonds in as well, and I'm also going to put the baking powder in, because I want to get that mixed in nicely, and the cinnamon. I forget whether I said the zest of 1 lemon, but I have the zest of a lemon as well. So then I want to process these oats until they are nicely ground down into the almonds and the other things. So that's quite good. And then I'm going to put in the softened butter. I'm going to mix that until it all comes together. That's good. So what I'm going to do with that mixture is to tip that out into a bowl. And then I'm going to add into that the sugar and the lemon zest, and I'm going to use my hand just to mix that in. And then I'm going to put the egg in as well, but I'm going to break that up first. And I'm going to use my hand again just to get that all mixed in. Like that. And then I'm going to put the remainder of the oats in. And mix it all together. I want to mix that until the oats are all adhering to the mass. And then I'm simply going to cover that with plastic wrap, and I'm going to chill that in the fridge for at least 30 minutes until it's become firmed up a little bit. And then once it's firmed up, it will be ready to roll into little balls and bake. So I'll come back in about 30 minutes, and I will have my oven preheated at 180 Celsius, that's 160 Celsius with a fan, 350 Fahrenheit, and I will have lined some baking trays with parchment paper or silicone mats ready to bake. Okay, so our cookie dough has chilled in the fridge. So what I'm going to do now is to roll it out into little balls like this, and they weigh 15 grams each. And then I'm going to put it onto parchment paper and leave a gap between each one because they will flatten and spread. So you may want to moisten your hands for this. So I've rolled out our cookies, and I'm going to put them into my preheated oven, and I'm going to bake them for between 15 and 20 minutes until they've got a nice golden brown and they will spread out nicely. Then I take them out, let them cool for a couple of minutes, then transfer them onto a wire rack to cool completely. Then I'll come back and show you the results. Well, our cookies baked, and I baked mine for about 18 minutes. And they've turned out very nicely. This is what they look like. Some of them are still cooling down, these ones here, but these are already cooled down. So I'll have a taste. I actually got 44 out of my mixture. They're quite tender. They're crunchy, but quite tender. They're not hard, and they have a a very nice flavour, not overly sweet, because there's only 125 grams of sugar, but you can definitely taste just a hint of cinnamon, and you can taste the lemon as well. The lemon in particular, just that the zest of one lemon really comes through very nicely. So these are ideal for to have with tea or coffee, I would think, and they will keep quite well if you store them in an airtight container. So I hope you've enjoyed this recipe, and if you have, please give me the thumbs up below the video and click to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In the top right hand corner of the screen there will be an eye that you can click on to take you to this recipe, and I'll put a link below the video for it as well. And I'll be back with another recipe in the very near future, so until then, happy baking.